Hello and welcome everybody to our short webinar about built environment. My name is Laila. I'm a student of built environment and I'm very happy to tell you a little bit about my studies and my experiences. Okay, so to start off with, if you have any questions during the presentation, you can feel free to ask your questions in the public chat, or you can also send me an email to this email address and I will try to answer your questions as best as I can. So about myself a little bit, I'm 25 years young. I was born and raised in Germany at the North Sea coast, and after graduating high school, I started to study economics, but it quickly turned out that this was not the right choice for me, as the study was really large scale and very, it was only based on studying facts, a lot of facts and reading a lot of books. And for me, I really missed to express myself and to have the feeling that I really work on relevant topics. So that brings me to why I chose this program. Basically, I really wanted to shape the world that we live in and to have a job that really comes with some responsibilities towards the challenges that our society faces, things like sustainability, things like population growth. So I really wanted to feel relevant and to work on relevant issues. And then I found the program of Built Environment in Breda. And well, basically what you learn in built environment is to create livable and sustainable cities, which is one of the major challenges of the world at the moment because the population is rising and in many cities the living qualities are pretty low. So we are dealing also with things like climate change. How do we make our cities climate proof? How do we make sure that people of all ages can live in our cities? How do we make sure to change our mobility patterns away from car use more towards active transportation? So you have a lot of very, very relevant and very up-to-date challenges that you will work on in this study. And this is also really great because you have this problem-based learning approach. So you are often faced with a question. You will learn some theory and then you have to answer and solve that question. So for example, what I put on this slide could be, well, how can the empty plot next to the train station be used to revitalize the center and to connect people from north and south of the city? So this is a spatial question, which really triggers you to learn about, well, how do we design the area? What kind of program should be in the area? How can mobility work in the area to improve to the living quality of the city? And well, let's talk about a little bit what you will learn in the different years. So basically in the year one, you will get your foundation and you will learn to kind of explore your environment and understand your environment. So you will learn a lot about analysis in the built environment and how to perceive places, how to understand places, how to draw, like a lot of things that are really the basis. And also in year one, you will then be able to actually choose your specialization. For example, you can choose urban planning, which is really more on the programming in the city and how the different districts work together. You can do urban design, which is really focused on designing new neighborhoods, designing streets, things like this. Or you can work on mobility, which is really essential for the city as it connects all different parts of the city. And it has a really big influence also on how living in the city is. In year two, you will then work on your specialization. You will you will get projects and then work in your role that you chose in year one. So you can be a designer, a planner, or a mobility expert. And you will always work together with all kinds of the different themes because they are all closely connected. And then based on your choice, you can choose courses that fit your interests, things like 3D design, traffic modeling, things like that. And what is also really awesome, on my opinion, is that you go a lot on field trips. So in your second year, you will have field trips in the Netherlands, but also in Europe. And on my experience, that really helped to get close with your classmates, to learn also in the cities that you visit about how are they built up, what is special about this. So you can really see real life examples. And I think that's very valuable to the course. And I always benefited from those kind of excursions. Yeah, year 3, you're already on the half of your studies here. Here you will do one placement, so an internship in a company, or you can do research in our research and business innovation field in the BUAS. So I would highly recommend to do a placement because it really helps you to understand how our company is working, what is my role, what do I like, what do I not like. But of course, if you're interested in research, that's also very helpful and a very good choice for you. And the second semester of year 3 will then be about, well, choosing one big project that you will work on with the whole class in terms of creating a sustainable and livable urban society. So here you can, again, choose your role and how to contribute to this project. And in year 4, you will have, again, one project study. So you will choose a minor, you can do something within your field, but you can also learn something new, such as sociology or philosophy or things that you think add to your profile. So you're very free in your choice. And you can also, or you will also write your graduation thesis, yeah, in the end of year 4. So that is basically the setup of the studies. And then to just give you a little example of my work, well, this is something that I produced in year 2. So you would always create multiple maps of all the plans that you are making. You will learn how to render things in different programs like InDesign, Photoshop, but also programs like Revit or AutoCAD. So you will always, well, work on bigger plans, as I showed on the last slide, but you will also dive into really, well, depending on the expertise that you chose, you will also dive more into details, into, well, how does the space work? And yeah, so, well, I think last but not least, what is to mention is that you really can discover your talents at BUAS. So the teachers, they really support you in understanding your interest, understanding your talents, and you can really adjust your curriculum to this. So you can choose courses that fit your specialization. You can learn new things in your minor where you can choose a completely different topic. And you can also work closely with industry partners in your internship, but also during assignments in your study. And I think that's very, very special about this course and also about our university. Yes. So I think that was it for now. I just tried to give you a little overview about what built environment is and what you will learn in your different years. And well, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them in the chat or in the mail. Thank you very much.